Reverend Rob Lee. Bold, smart, and straight to the point. This is Tarot with an Attitude.
Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Tarot with an Attitude. I am your host, the Reverend Rob Lee Bangarang. All right, tonight, everybody, welcome. I'm seeing comments already coming in. Things are happening, and people are saying it's getting chilly and cold all over. Yes, we've had it here, but what's amazing to me in New Hampshire, we're not expecting snow for a while yet. It's people below us or whatnot. So whatever this cold stream is doing, y'all bundle up, get ready. And I'll be thinking of you here in 40-degree New Hampshire. Well, tonight it's going into the 30s and then 20s later this week. So with all that being said, let's get this started. But let's start with our prayer. Our most gracious and loving Heavenly Father, our Divine Mother, everything that you have given us, we say thank you for. We thank you for the resources, for our ability to make choices and to do things that are the best things for us. Tonight, guide Spirit, guide the angels, and let me open up to your message so that it's your message and not mine that is coming through. And all that we ask it, we want protection for everyone here. Shine a light, let that radiant white light shine from within each and every one of us. Nothing is allowed to harm us, touch us, or be even present that is not of your highest good and for our betterment. And all that we ask it, so mote it be. All right. So good evening, Cynthia. I see a lot of people coming in. Jazz, Oh, Sierrendale, good to see you. Glad you are here. Donna, welcome. See what's happening. And Deborah, wow, Bangarang. Glad, man, the tribe's coming in. Steffi, hey, what's going on? Glad to see some new faces, new people that are popping in from something that's going on. And let's see what's happening. So we're going to get this party started. People are already putting in questions. And let's see what we're going to do here. So the first one right out of the gate, Jazz. And here's what I need you to do. Remember, one question, okay? I can't do everything like this. But in this case, I'm going to tell you what I get when I first read this as I was looking at things as we were coming in. Rev, do my spirit guides want me to buy any new crystals? First part, A. They don't care if you buy crystals or not. And this is what I'm getting. This is where and I'm telling you, this came to me, it's very hard. If you need a crystal for something, what's it for? Is it so you can feel attached, or do you feel like you just need to buy more crystals? At this point, they're not going to hurt anything. But one of the things I would strongly suggest you do, and one of the things I did was I talked to Gillian, who is back feeling better. She's with us. Everybody say, welcome back, Gillian. But one of the things I did ask is, in this, is there a need? There are needs if you have special health things or things you're trying to do and you're feeling blocked. If you're not blocked, you don't need a crystal. If you're trying to feel connected, what is that? You got to remember, you are connected to spirit on a one-on-one basis. Crystals are tools that we were given as an area to help with. So now in the second part, so they're not going to compel you to go spend your money, okay? This is one of those things, and that's just what I'm getting. But if you feel like you need something to help you connect more or raise a frequency or help with some health matter, by all means, do so. Now, are they proud of me for putting in my 2 weeks at my job? Let's take a look at that real quick and let's find out. So now I'm going to bring this up here at the stage. Boom, here we go. And as always, let's do a quick shuffle. So she wants to know, we're just going to ask, are they proud of you putting in your 2 weeks notice? If you're following your path, they're proud. Only you know if you're doing that here. So I'm going to do a general reading for you about what message Spirit would have for you. And let's see if that pertains to being at your job or putting in your 2 weeks notice. All right. If you're doing the right thing, it doesn't matter who's proud of you and who's not. Okay. Just do the right thing and you'll know it and you'll feel good with it. So here we go. For Jazz, first card right out of the gate, the Lovers. What I'm getting here is a commitment. As long as your commitment, you're holding true to values. I did some reading today about some other things. Keep an eye out. Coming this week, a new video is going to be coming out about something that's very near and dear to my heart. So I want you to keep an eye on the videos and make sure you're hitting the subscribe button and ringing that bell. This is about understanding and coming to a commitment with your angels. Are you fully committed? Are you fully committed to spirit? Listen to what you need to do, because the answer is there. It's a divine partnership that you can have with your guides. Now, that being said, the next card we have is the goddess. The goddess is saying, what are you trying to create? What are you trying to do? So in this answer to your crystals, you're starting to create something beautiful. And in your answer about this 2 weeks at my job, it looks like you're fixing to create something absolutely wonderful, absolutely beautiful. You're on the right track from everything that I can see and everything that I'm downloading. Have confidence and faith in yourself. Wow. Bangarang. Okay, there we go. That's Jazz. Good to see you. Glad you're here as always. Appreciate it. Everybody, like I said, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell. We're going to be putting some more videos out. I've been a little lax on doing that lately, but some of these videos that are coming up, I'm really getting into some things that are very important to me about helping you find happiness and helping us keep our mind and not losing our insanity in this world that seems to have gone insane. So hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share, but make sure you're ringing that bell so you get notified when I put those out. Donna, Tribe, Jennifer, O'Rourke needs prayers for Spencer. He's back in the hospital. His lymphoma has spread to his kidneys and a blood transfusion today. A lot of new people coming in. We pray for people and we do ask, and I believe in the power of prayer, and I want us all to come together. You may not know Jennifer, not even know what she looks like, one of our anchor members of the tribe. So what we want you to do is just know that there's Jennifer out there. Call her by name and just demand the angels go to her presence and healing be with her and the loved one. So our most gracious and loving Heavenly Father, that divine mother, the all, everything that is that gives us power, where we divine and pull this energy, your healing energy. We're calling now. I'm pulling the energy that you have given us from below and the energy from above, and I'm asking it to formulate in me, and we're going to start, and everybody can just start making energy, and we're going to send loving energy and healing to Jennifer O'Rourke and anybody in her family that needs it, no matter what's going on, whether it be a fur baby, an adult, whatever. Every member of this family is just as important to her. We need Raphael to go to her, the angel Raphael, and spread his healing and loving arms around her and her family. She's had a lot going on. Bless her. Make sure this energy is absorbed to her. We're sending healing and power. So mote it be. All right, there we go. Donna, good to see you. And thank you for letting us know. All right, Steffi, she wants guidance from the universe. Okay. Let me get started to shuffle up here and get some things going. Okay. Steffi's looking for some guidance from the universe. All right, let's see where we're going. All right, oop, everything, I just seem to have lost it. Okay. Something's going on here on my page, so I don't know what happened there. So Steffi's comment is gone, but she wants some guide from the universe. Okay, let's see what's happening. Here we go. All right. All right, here we go, Steffi. Let's see what's happening. Your light card right out of the gate, the world, enlightenment, knowledge. This is power. You're able to see things. Some things are opening up. You need to have strength and power in yourself. Understand that the world and the angels and the universe is beaming you with knowledge. You can see things that others can't right now. And understand, I want you to have confidence within and of yourself. That's what Spirit is saying. With that, what we've got here is the Queen of Swords. Now, don't get all emotional. This is a time for you to make sure you're examining closely what's going on in your life and around it with a logical mind. That's what our queen here is doing. She's on the horse. She's in the fields that are going to feed her kingdom and those people that are loyal and lovely to her. And she's making sure everything's going right. Be in the mind. This is air. So we go from the ultimate of the world of enlightenment to what you're doing is walking by. So if you want to make sure you've got that, if this isn't, since we have a major arcana card and a minor, a lot of times this minor is what makes this go to work. It's telling you that in this queen, if you will take care of yourself and nurture your thoughts and use logic and wisdom to take care of you and everything within inside on this internal basis, everything's going to be fine. Wow. Banger. Okay. There we go. Let's see what's happening. All right. Who is next here? Sierra and Dell. All right. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything's good. Hope life is finding you well. Howdy, tribe. I got a new full-time job. Fantastic. And now I got an offer for a part-time job. I can always use more money. More money, more money, more money. Okay? But I'm worried about burnout. See, that's being smart. That's intelligent. Okay? What messages does Spirit have for me regarding this? Great question. So Sierra and Dell, and this is what I tell people, once a job comes, it's like the gates open and you have to make some choices. So Sierra and Dell wants to know what's going on with this. So here we go. Let's add this to the stage and bring this back up. All right. And find out what's flying here. So Sierra and Dell, what does Sierra and Dell need to know about burnout, about taking this part-time job? Is it a good idea or whatnot? Tell us what she needs to know. The first card here, 5 of Cups. Now, in this 5 of Cups, what I want you to understand, this is what I generally call my grief card. We're looking at things. If you're not going to take it, okay, don't live in regret and sit there going, well, if I'd only taken that part-time job. This is time to look at what new has been given. If it's paying the bills, move on, turn around, look away. The world is trying to tell you you need more, and this is an emotional thing. Money has become emotional to you. Remember, you've got great gifts, okay? But don't regret the decision that you're going to make, all right? Make your decision. Universe will supply. You know what we have? Look, all of this is cups. This is a very emotional decision for you. And we have the 3 of Cups here saying it's time to celebrate. Get with other people. I feel like other people may be telling you what to do. Make sure they've got your back. So from what universe is giving me here, I'm saying you might pass on this part-time job. Don't regret it, that you're going to have all the help and everything you can need from this one job because you don't want to suffer from that burnout. I think you're smart. I think you're making the right decision. All right? Banger. You know, you got to do what you got to do, as they would say. So there we go. All right. Wow. Okay, everybody, a lot going on. Got Kathy, got Jennifer O'Rourke coming in here. Good. Glad to see you. We all want to hear what's going on. All right. And this is going to be one of those things where I want everybody right now. I see you. I'm going to get to you. I'm taking a minute. Just clear my head, clear my mind because of all those things that are coming on. Y'all, please, down in the comments, put down how this works for you, if it validates you or whatnot, if it doesn't make sense or anything. Always remember, in the links down below, you are more than able, okay, to click down there and find out how to book a session so we can go into a lot more detail. I would love to go into more detail about some of this stuff with you, and let's see what's happening, okay? So much going on, we're going to find out. All right, now, Kathy, here we go. What have we got here? Kathy Feel, I don't know how to say that right, but I'm in the right ballpark. Checking on my brother who committed suicide. All right, now, let's ask, okay? And this is a thing that is not uncommon, so don't feel like it, okay? Have you given him permission to move on? That would be my first thing. Have you given him permission to move on and to not be trying to follow through with regrets or figuring out what's going on? Have you said a prayer for him? Have you spoken to him? All right, let's do that right now. Kathy's brother, everybody, we need to find out. Kathy's brother is there. There are things that he just could not deal with. There are things that are going on. There's even some things you don't quite understand. There's still a little mystery around this that you don't know. But what we're doing here is I'm going to ask Spirit to let us know what Kathy needs to know about her brother's suicide. So let's find out. Okay, here we go, Kathy. All right, and I'd love to meet with you in person on this a little more. Okay, so just let me know. All right, Kathy, here we go. Kathy, and I don't ever take these questions lightly. All right, not at all. So let's find out what's going on here for Kathy. Kathy, we have the Hierophant. One of the things is, and a lot of people, there's some belief that somebody that commits suicide needs some extra help in actually crossing over. I'm not necessarily sure I'm of that camp or thought, but sometimes you have to tell them they need to return to spirit so they can actually re-cleanse, revamp, get doing, and then they can come back. It's okay. All right. So everything's good. It's finding structure. And what I'm seeing here, when we have the Hierophant in this deck, which is the Lost Tarot, by the way, everybody, our Hierophant here has been wounded. He's wearing an actual eye patch. All right. And I'm looking at that as a wound. What's going on? And somewhere there was like some structure or something that came about that he couldn't handle the structure. Things were almost like he felt like too many things were being asked. And that's what's going on in this with me. The other cards I'm getting here is the Seven of Choices. There are choices that are happening. He made the wrong choice. He knows now he made a bad decision. There are sometimes, I will tell people all the time, we're allowed to make choices that are for us. But there are some times every day we have to make a choice that is for other people or whatnot to focus on the hard stuff. And he realizes that now. You need to understand that. But it's okay. Tell him you love him. He loves you. This is all going to happen and move on. But everybody needs to kind of release. And I want him to move on so he can regenerate and then come back as a guide if he wants, or move on into the new life. Apology spoken. There's not a much. Bad decision was made, and he's kind of regretting it, but he cannot live here on this plane in the regret. You know, I've also got here the King of Coins. One of the messages I'm getting here is that there's something in this real world, and it looks like it may have been coming from the past, has been haunting him from like a power figure, and it was haunting him. And I need to know if that makes any sense to you or what's going on. So Gillian, make sure you're watching down below for me to see if she replies to this. All right. And this is one of those things I just want you to understand that it's all going to be okay. All right. And he needs to let go, and he's got to go back and re-own himself, and then he will come back. But there's something from the past that was haunting him. Ultimately, it comes down to the decision, the two of decision. He was not in the right place at the right time. This is not something he would normally have done. And he allowed his judgment to come in. And all these cards are about making decisions or whatnot. So that's what you need to know. There you go. Apology said, say I love you. Okay. Tell him you forgive him. He wants to be forgiven. All right. And then, but tell him it's okay to move on. All right. Love to talk to him later. All right. That is going to be the biggest thing I can tell you in this situation. Wow. Bangerang. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. All right. Get these cards popped back in down here and see what's happening. Any other comments? All right. Jennifer O'Rourke in the house. You know, thank you, Rev Rob. You have a wonderful tribe. I greatly appreciate you. This tribe is awesome. And I want everybody to just allow yourself to let love flow. Let the energy flow from you to everybody, to somebody else, to other people. With Jennifer, you can kind of see her picture over here in the corner. So now you've got something, if you're like me and you need a visualization, you can do that. But this is where we can join hands and literally let love flow and go about and see what's happening. Jennifer, we love you. If there's anything we can do, and let's find out. You know, Jazz, I'm proud of myself for doing that. And there's your answer. That's all that needs to be. You're spot on. Way to go. Let's find out what's happening. All right. So is there anything else coming up? You'll have to help me here. The screen's gone a little wonky on my end, and see what's going. All right. So Mrs. Pitts is here. Glad to see Miss Pitts. Welcome. Everybody's got the banter going, things back and forth. Got a question on your mind? Drop it in the chat. Rev Rob will draw some cards and share the message Spirit has for you. Absolutely. That's all we're doing here. I want everybody to find it and see what's going on and see yes, this makes sense. I love it. I love it. I love it. Fantastic. So we're getting down here. Yes, he owed money to his older brother, but he very possibly okay. I knew there was something about an older figure or whatnot coming out in this young man's past, things that are happening, Kathy, and all that needs to be let go, okay? And there were some things that were going on that it was just too much, and he made the wrong choice, okay? He made the wrong choice, but he loves you, okay? And he's sorry about the pain that it caused, okay? Let's keep going and see. All right, here we go. Miss Pitts, thank you so much for the welcome. I was wondering, is it possible that Spirit could send messages to me through my cat? Here's something you have to understand, okay? As the old Baptist minister's kid, okay? And one of the things I had to break free from a religion that I didn't choose, okay? I believe in the power of God. I believe in the power of Spirit. It's why I use tarot cards. I believe that God has more power than a lot of religions want to give him credit for, or they want to remove. They'll say, oh, he's the Almighty. But yes, I believe Spirit can talk to you in a sunrise. I have a dear friend, Rebecca Gregory, who I need to get back on the show again. It's been a while, and I need to check in on her, that when she's feeling down, she literally goes out and hugs a tree. She can get feelings from a tree, all right? Pets are here for us, and it is totally possible that you can get in connection with the Spirit through the essence of your cat. Your cat could be laying in your lap. It can calm you. Cats have always been said to be connected to the spirit world, all right? And it's one of those things where if it brings you to a place of petting your cat and you're sitting there, and all of a sudden while you're doing this, you're getting messages, it could be that Spirit is using the cat to get you in a place of mindfulness so you quiet and you listen. Let me know if that makes any sense, okay? But yes, it is absolutely possible. If you believe it to be possible, that's what matters. Wow, banger. All right. Jennifer O'Rourke, Rev Rob, I would love a message if you have time. We always have time. I love doing this. I am absolutely stoked at doing this. So here we go. A message. Spirit, Jennifer's got a lot going on in her life, and she handles it like a trooper, but she's tired, and we just want to make sure, what message do you have for Jennifer? I'm asking that. What message do you have for Jennifer right now? All right. And Jennifer, the first card we have, wow, this is powerful. Jennifer, the star card. Woo! Hope is abundant. Hope is shining. When things are always dark, as things change, okay? When people go and come from our lives, when animals go and come from our lives, it's returning. Notice she has 1 foot on the earth, 1 foot in the water. It's being grounded. It is also learning that emotions run rampant, okay? But it's being calm. She's pouring into both. And the star card is here to tell you all things continue to move. All things change. 1, 7, the 17, it's an 8. An 8 is always about some type of movement. But this is also about when you're lost and you're feeling like you're needing direction, look up. The Spirit is there. Spirit is there to guide you. And there is always hope. You know, with that, we have, other people's drama. There's always going to be drama. There's always going to be something in our life. That's what our life is about, is going through turmoil, going through these things. We have a 5 of Wands here, okay? And the 5 of Wands is here to say this turmoil's there. but there's always hope. Don't put yourself in a place with other people's drama or drama. Don't let your mind take you to a place where your spirit doesn't want to go. Okay. This is a spirit card. This is that fire card. So, yes, there's going to be some troublesome times. Some things are happening that get you to question. Always remember, there's always hope, and those things will always be. We have the 10 of Cups. You have a journey that is coming to an end. Some things are happening, but you're going to be able to manifest something beautiful. And your wonderful emotions, your life, you're going to look at it finally and go, everything is working out the way it's supposed to. Maybe not be the way you want it to, but it is saying that there is power in when journeys come to an end and when new things begin. You're handling it well. That hope card, okay? We've got the hope. Then we've got the 5 of Wands. Don't get off into the mental drama. Keep your spirit, and you will find out love is the answer. Love will come through, and you will feel loved. You are loved. And remember, people come into your life to give you love doesn't mean they always stay. All right? Wow. Banger. Okay. Let's see what's going on from there. All right, folks, going to give me a second while I take a minute. I like to mix the cards up in the deck as I put them back. Again, as I've said, this is the Lost Tarot. All right, is the deck that I'm using tonight. It was a Kickstarter deck. And if any of you read, go check it out. I don't think it's on Kickstarter anymore, but my wife found it for me, and I love this deck. Now, I've got other decks here and one of those things, but this is one tonight. Spirit, I just had no problem grabbing this deck and saying, let's go, Spirit, and let's talk and see what's happening. You know, so Miss Pitts, I was born in a Christian church, but as I got older and I got into tarot, I became more spiritual than I was in the church. My cat sits in my lap belly up when I meditate. And you know what? There's that connection. That is what I'm trying to talk about. This is a way for spirit to make you feel, to keep your vibration, to keep everything calm, to keep everything go. And our animals can help us open up and be calm and think about things as they're going. So yes, this is very powerful. That spirit, you know, I love how old religions limit the power of spirit, the power of God, the power of the mother, the power of the goddess, the power of the all. If we believe in that type of God, we need to realize he's everything. She is everything. They are together. For man was made in our image. Chapter 1, go check it out. Don't shoot the messenger. This is what's going on, okay? So absolutely, it makes total sense to me, and God love you. You need to talk about that some more. I would love to do it. Whenever I'm in doing live readings, like at the Off Cabot, somebody will always say, how's he mixing Christianity with this? Because I believe God and the Holy Spirit and the Holy Mother can speak to us in so many different ways. I don't believe it has to be an actual ordained minister, okay, which I am, but not in the proper sense as far as what the world knows, okay? But I am an ordained reverend, and one of the things I'm learning is that God wants to talk to you. He wants a personal relationship with you, and the Bible talks about that. So make sure you're grabbing that and understanding that. You don't have to lose any religion or any part of it to have a one-on-one connection with God as long as you're talking to God, okay? That's important. Joni Sourmilk, I am feeling young lately. Is this a sign? You know what? Yeah, we're in this time. Remember, I've said all year, this is the year of manifesting. Things are coming to an end. We're in the month now of November. We're already November, which is 11. Normally, I would add those two together to get a 2. But when you take 11 on its own, it's the first angel number that talks about you're starting to create alchemy, the magician, as far as that's the 1 and 1. It's like 1 squared, okay? And it's talking about the ability and the power that you have within you. And the more you start to open up to that and understand what's going on, you start to get a light. And when you get this light, you do start to feel younger. Let's look at what Spirit has for you, and let's go from there. Joni's saying she's feeling younger lately. Is this a sign? You know what? Does it feel good? Is that what's supposed to happen? Are you doing everything right? Wow, look at where we're at again. We are here with enlightenment. This is a sign that you're starting to do things right. You're getting your mind, heart, and body in sync and things that are happening. This is the way you're supposed to feel, Joni. Okay? This is what's going on. And a lot of times we forget that we have the ability to do that. All right. Then we have the Six of Coins. This is saying it might be a time for you to give back. Use some of that spirit, use some of that help. Now, giving back talks about doing it in a rational, restrictive way. Don't just throw everything away. Don't cast your pearls before the swine, as I always like to say. But this is because she's dipping into her pocket. She's been through this. She's uncovered. Sixes are about victory and becoming one. And now you're starting to learn this. Now, maybe you need to spread that and what you've done to get there to other people. Let me know what's going on. I love to hear more about that story. And I love it when people feel like this is what's happening in their life. Wow. All right. Okay, here we go. Another coffee, a little moment to settle the old noodle here and find out what's going on. Let me clear from all the other stuff. You know, I got Samantha and Satyajit is up next. We'll see what's happening. To my new people coming in, we are the Barefoot Bangarang tribe. This is Tarot with an Attitude. I don't do things normal. So if the truth hurts, sorry, I got to tell you the way I see it or whatnot. And a lot of people don't want all that airy fairy crap anymore. Anyways, they just want the truth. Bangarang, it's talking about what you put out is what you get back. It's the importance of this life, of remembering what effort you put out. That's where you go. That's what you're going to get. So make sure that you understand that and find out what's happening. So here we go. Let's find out where we are at. And let's bring Samantha online. Hey, Samantha, good to see you. I would love to know if my grandmother, Daisy, will agree if I go and live with her. And also, if I have a relationship with someone, will she be caring with me? You know what? Let's ask the cards, okay? And let's find out, okay, about what you need to know. What I'm picking up here is how strong is she in your culture? And where is this? Where does all of these answers fit? So don't be going to somebody and expecting some support when it might not be there. It's the first thing that I'm picking up. It's going to be that simple thing. But I do know she loves you, okay? And that's what's going on. I really feel like you might be dealing with a culture thing here, but let's find out, all right? And here we go. So Samantha wants to know if her grandmother, Daisy, is basically going to help support her, okay, by letting her live with her, and also if a relationship with someone. Will she be caring with me? You know what? Look here. Grandma always cares. Just because she disagrees with you on certain things, in other words, if you're going to live with her, you're going to have to hear her opinion, but it doesn't mean she doesn't love you and want the best for you. Okay. So what a very great solid card, the love for this type of question. All right. You're going to get support. She's going to find you there. She will always love you. You're a beautiful grandchild. And these things are happening that so she can make sure that they are okay. She is going to still give you her personal knowledge and what she thinks he needs to do. Now we have the King of Cups. Man, what I can tell you, Samantha, everything I'm picking up here, it's going to be fine. Okay. The King of Cups, that ruler of emotions. She's going to try to make sure you don't live in an emotional state, that you're not doing things strictly from emotions. And she wants to make sure that she is going to be there for you emotionally. Okay. So this is very powerful. This is some good. Yes. Go talk to your grandmother. Don't fear it. Just lay it out and tell her what's happening and you will find out. I'd love to know. Okay. So make sure you tell us. I love these questions tonight. These are great. Okay. She will always be caring with you, even when she's telling you something she doesn't like. Okay. So understand that, okay? Then when we're talking about going to live with somebody, we're also saying, I'm giving you the right to speak to me, not just agree with me. Does that make sense? That's what I want you to be aware of. But we have here the lovers, and we have the King of Cups. All this is about that emotional support that you're looking for. And I think you're going to be very, very happy with what this relationship brings to you. All right. So just let me know. Wow. Bangarang. All right. All right. Satya Jeet. I love this. Let me see what's happening. Okay. Can you let me know about my life and career path? I'm working in IT now. Thank you. Let's see what's going on. Let's just ask Spirit what you need to know. So here we go. I'm going to bring this here, putting those cards. I like splitting them up. So we're going to put this one down here. So if they come up again together, or when they come up, we know Spirit did it and not just me. All right. Satya Jeet wants to know about her life and career path. I'm going to pull 2 cards, and if we need to go into more detail, book a session with me. I'll be glad to work with you and go into more detail. All right. But here we go. Let's find this out. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Let me know about my life and career path. Right out of the gate, we have the King of Wands. What I'm getting here is this is about there's a couple of options here, and we're going to see where this goes. Okay. Being in control of the fire, the passion of your life. You need to rule it. You need to understand it. Okay. And you have to know your direction. Now, this also could mean a father figure coming in and trying to be a little controlling or giving you advice. Don't be afraid to listen to the advice of the elderly. I don't know how old you are or whatnot, how old some of these people could be. But this is saying in that fire, your life and in your career path, are you doing something that you enjoy, that you want to do? It's your life force. Parents tend to forget that. You've got to do what makes you happy. All right. And with that, then we have the Knight of Cups. There is going to be something where it's okay to live life very carefully. Don't do everything because of emotion. Now, one of the things when I see these 2 cards together is we have that dominating drive of doing this. But you have to make sure that we include some brains and logic in some of these moves we're talking about making here, and not just emotion. Our knight here is wading in. He's giving you a message. Proceed with the things of your life that you're going to enjoy. There also may be somebody coming into your life that is going to come in kind of like a knight in shining armor that will help you on the way. So that's going to be very, very important for you. Now, with this and on this path, we get the 3 of coins. So what I'm seeing is you're building something very strong, very solid, and that you're starting to do this. So with the 3 of coins, this is about taking action. Are you building, and I don't know how well you can see this, but it almost looks like there are scaffolds and things like this. This isn't done. You're taking the action to build something in your real world when we're talking about your career path here. And what I want you to understand is, are you building a career path or the life that you need to build? That's so very important, okay? Make sure you're doing it. What I'm seeing is you either need to take action or you're starting to take action, but make sure you're taking the right action and you're heading in the right direction. Finally, with this, we have the Page of Swords. This is saying, know yourself. Know where you want to go. You can't make a plan. You can't just charge on if you don't know what you're trying to build. Do you know what you're trying to build? Satyajit, this is something that you need to understand. Spirit is telling you, build. You can go, you can do, you can move forward. You are powerful, okay? You have the magician residing within you, but you have to know what you're wanting to go, where you're wanting to go, so you can build what you need, all right? So things are working with you. This is great. All that's happening, and this is going to be, it's going to be a fun ride for you. Okay. But that is something we all have to keep in our mind. Okay. You know, that we have to build what we want to build. You know, in manifesting, okay, Manifesting is about taking action, doing what we want. But when we take action, all I know is I need to get to here. Okay. What's my first step? Let's say all I know is I want to drive to Florida. I want to be in Florida. What's the first step? I don't have to look up all the roads, plan everything out or whatnot. The first step, did I put gas in the car? Think about that. Okay. Take these. Okay. Now I put gas in the car. How far is it if I'm going to drive? All right. How much gas am I going to need to get there? These are the plans of manifesting. And when you start doing this, you're taking action to build towards something you want and building a beautiful plan in your life. And that plan requires action on your part, but to know where you're going. What happens is you need to start the journey. And folks, this is important for everybody. Once you start your journey and you're taking intentional steps, if you don't know what's next, allow spirit to come in and they will show you and reward you with your help and guidance. Rev Rob, do I have any spirit new guides or any message for spirit guide or any message for spirit guide Fanak? Let's take a look. Let's find out. Okay, I'm going to give you the message. Now, one of the things we've got to be careful of here. We were already asking you spirit guides about things. Be careful, all right, when we start like, I got to know. Some of this, remember, you have the connection. Are you being still long enough to listen to what they're trying to tell you? So let's take a look. I'm going to do 2 quick cards here and we'll find out, all right? Let's see what's going on. And all I'm asking now is a message for Jazz, all right? And the first one is there's something that's going on in your life that's coming to an end. This is the 10 of Swords, all right? And this is something up here, and you're either going to accomplish something, but this whole section of what's going on in your mind is coming to an end. And the 10 means 2. That means your next step is going to be to start something new. There's something that you might be carrying a burden, the 10 of Swords. You may have felt betrayed, okay? But what this is saying is your spirit is saying, we all meant to experience it. Now it's time to let that go and move on. Don't carry this luggage around with you into the new part of your life. We have the 7 of coins. Stop for a minute. So what I'm really getting here, wow, this just hit me like a ton of bricks. Jazz, slow down. Be careful. Slow down. Things are happening. You're starting to feel good. You've got a path. You've got direction. Now, just like a kid in dad's car, go slow at first, okay? Because what this is saying is you have to take the time. The 7 of coins is here to talk about enjoy the fruits of your labor. Look at what's going on. Don't keep digging if you don't know what to do, all right? And gratitude. Take a moment. Survey the land. Remember, 7s are choices. 7s are things that are happening. And a lot of 7s are about standing still and examining and making sure that everything we're doing is in the right thing. So what Spirit is trying to tell you here is make sure that as we look at these 2 cards, that you understand, all right, we're fixing to turn the corner, get your mind right. We're fixing to start new train of thought. New things are happening. And you have to be careful. Don't work yourself into a tizzy, okay? That's what I have. Let me know what's going on, and I'll be glad to work with you on that, okay? So at any rate, wow. So many people coming in tonight. This is good. That is great. Samantha, thank you. Appreciate it. Love it. Okay. We are a special breed, Donna. Yes, we are. We sure are. Gotta love us, and I love each and every one of you. I really do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, let's see what's going on here, see if there's anything else. And you know what? Let's see what we got here. What are we saying? Very good advice, Rev Rob. Be still for a minute and feel and hear spirit. Learn to meditate. Take time for yourself to relax and hear. That's it in a nutshell. Every day, take some time. Give yourself time when you get up to just chill. I don't care if you sit down, have a cup of coffee, watch TV. Just chill. Just be, okay? But at some point, be alone. Be with yourself so you know that you can get your mind and get connected to spirit. that's what you're going to do. I still do my 20 minutes every day. Perfect. That's what we're asking. 20 minutes. People, if you'll take 20 minutes every day to just stop. Cynthia and I have talked about, there's some actual physical exercises you can do, things like that, but they're about being aware. Can you just sit still for 20 minutes? Breathe your intentions into your coffee, okay? Bring it up. Look into your coffee. Are you seeing things? Look at the water. Look outside a window. Take 20 minutes to sit still and be quiet. That's going to be a huge thing for all of us in life as we move forward. So, Linda Swan, hello from New Zealand. Wow, more people from New Zealand. I'm getting that. That's great. And Rev Rod, love a message from Spirit. Cheers. You got it. Let's find out what's going on. Let me get these two cards back here. And again, separated out in the deck. And let's find out. Linda Swan, Spirit, let me know there's a message for Linda Swan. Let's find out what that is. Add that to stage. Here we go. One more shuffle. And then a cut. Linda Swan wants a message from Spirit. What have you got for Linda? All right, let's see what's happening here. So the first card right out of the gate is the 10 of Cups. There might be something in your life that's been going on. You're either fixing to manifest a journey that's coming. This is about the emotional part of your life. Love, happiness, joy, anger. Some things are coming and you're either fixing to push that over the edge and accomplish it, okay? Or you've accomplished it already and now it's time for the second part of this journey or whatever's going to happening. But that 10 of Cups is a very powerful, I've reached the top of the mountain. I can see my journey. I can see everything there and obtaining or attaining everything in the joy and spirit and the power that you need. That doesn't mean the journey's over. There's more to do, more to learn. You're probably going to be starting another journey. Now, here's what we have. Oh, look, and that's why I separate cards out. So if they come back up, all right, we have the 7 of Coins again. So in this, what we're looking at here, okay, is the 10 of Cups. When you get to the top of the mountain, as this happens, if you're having problems pushing the ball across the edge of the goal line or whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, Linda, what I want you to understand is that are you looking at what's happening? Notice we have Coins and we have Cups. This is emotional because a lot of the things that are emotional in our life that we're looking for are coming from actions we take in the real world. So this is one of those things. And one of the things I can tell you that really coming through for me right now is the importance of gratitude. A lot of people don't take time to realize what they actually have. Okay. And let's see what's going on for you. That's the best thing I can do. Now, finally, we have the 2 of Cups. And let's see what's going on. Okay, with that 2 of Cups, relationships may be at play. There may be some things coming in, and it could be your relationship with your partner, okay, or with your higher self, with spirit, could be with work, things like that. But there's going to be another person that's going to be very strong in your life. It can be with your relationship with a parent, a sibling, a child. These are type things. But this is something to sit back. There's somebody very close to you that's got your back, and you need to rest assured they do, in fact, have your back. Wow. Bangerang. Okay. Wow, there we go. Let's see what's happening here. Anything else? And let's find out what's going on. So, Linda, there you go. Post your question in the chat and let's see what's happening. Thank you so much. Wow. So I'm thinking that makes sense for you. I'm glad it does. And it rings true to you. That's what we're looking for. Wow. Bangerang. Awesome. 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 Welcome to the tribe. Everybody, I will be back here next Monday doing the same thing again. Hit the subscribe, hit the like, ring the little bell because more videos are going to be coming out. That will not come out on the live channel, but they are going to be coming out. And they're going to be very important messages that I'm getting and people need to hear that are coming from spirit, okay? And they're going to be talking on it's me talking, okay? And let's see what happens, okay? You know, what I'm seeing here is make sure Jahendiguya, okay? If I mess your names up, it's not making fun at all. That's very important to me. You know, let's see what happens and let's find out. You know, everybody in this tribe is so nice. Thank you very much. Everybody here is just in a loving spirit. That's what we're trying to do. In today's craziness, we want to give people a place to come and actually feel loved and cared for and be able to put all the madness away for a while. That's why I started the channel, and let's find out what's going on. So here we go. Jahan, I'm just going to call you Jahan at this point. Does L have a plan to communicate? Now, I'm going to tell you this. Jen, you're new to the channel, okay? I don't read other people behind their back, okay, without their permission. I will tell you what you need to know about having a relationship with Jen. Look at it this way. It's kind of, you're looking for a cheat card or you're wanting to know something, okay, without going through the roles that we're here in life to live. It's called communicating, learning the communication, the dating, and finding out what's happening. That's what we're here to do. And it's not right for me, like if he came on or if L came on and asked me the same thing about you, I would be like, you need to communicate with this person. You need to find out what's going on, okay? So what does Jen need to know, okay, about being involved with L? Let's just go with it from that aspect, okay? And let's see what happens. What does Jen need to know about being involved with L for Jahin's sake, okay? Here we go. All right. Boom. Right out of the gate. The Chariot. You need to be living your life, stay focused on what you need to do, where do you want to go, and move forward. Don't be putting anything on hold for any else or anybody. This is very important. There's one person riding in this Chariot, and this is a major arcana card. This is the Chariot moving into the future. And what this is saying is you have to take control of what's going on. Move forward in your life and stop worrying about if A is going to call me, if B is going to let me know, if C likes me, things like that. Move forward. As you're moving forward in your life with purpose and you keep a focus, the people that Spirit want to be there and should be there, they will make themselves known. If they're not willing to make themselves known, you keep going. Don't let a relationship with anybody sidetrack you from living the life you want to live or what you want to need. We have, you know, this is all saying walk away, move on, let go. The Eight of Cups is saying this doesn't serve you well. It's time to leave it, walk on, keep going. Stop putting any energy towards any of this, from what I can tell you, in this relationship, because it does not serve your higher good, Jen. So move on, let things go, and then maybe down the road things will change and this person will contact you. They do, they don't, you know, you're a very special person. You have the right to keep moving forward, and that's going to attract the people that you need in your life, most importantly. Wow. Banger. Okay. So there we go. That's it. Let's find out. Is there anything else and see where we go? Thanks for having my back. We are family. You know what? Yes, we are. And I love that we are. Thank you so much. You are welcome. Glad that you are. We will form a prayer circle for you. We will talk to spirits, to guides, to angels, you know, to the universe, to the cosmos, to the mother, to the father. We will talk to anybody and support everybody in making the right decisions. Okay. It's very important that you know that, and welcome to the tribe. So do me a favor. Everybody hit the subscribe. Everybody hit the like button. And most importantly, share the video. Hit that little bell so people can know what's going on. You know, Wednesday night, Jazz, I'm glad you brought that. Wednesday night, I will not be on this channel. We're doing this now on Bridget's channel, okay? So make sure on Wednesday, and Bridget and I haven't even solidified what we're talking about yet. But, you know, and this is one of the things that you need to understand. But I'll still be posting it on my Facebook and in my Facebook stuff. Just when you click the link, you're going to go to Eyes of the Dragonfly. So yes, 8:30 Wednesday night, we'll be at it, but we're going to be on Bridget's channel, and everybody will still be able to go see it. So go find Eyes of the Dragonfly with Miss Bridget, and then go ahead and click subscribe and ring the bell and know what's going on. But when you see it with me and Bridget on my Facebook feed and things like that, know that when you click the link, you're going to go to her channel. So I'm glad you brought that up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like the way the family welcomed me. If y'all don't think that we're starting our own church here, you got another thing coming, all right? And this is important that people feel welcome, and I thank you for it. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for it, and let's see what's happening. Yes, you will love Bridget. Yes, you will. So, Donna, everyone have a great night. You too. We love you. Love everybody. And with all that being said, everybody, take what you want. Anything I'm saying, take what you want. But anything I don't, just discard it. It's okay. We don't have to agree on everything, okay? But I want you to have experienced some peace, love, and light. Wow. Bangarang, everybody.